Baby, this is do or die. Feel it in my veins tonight. Emotional suicide. You know it's an eye for eye. I didn't wanna walk the plank. But the Mariona, it came like the thunder. I was on my way to going under. Swimming in the bay, I was covered in a tidal wave, But I'm a fighter. Try to take me down, I'm going higher. Baby, you've been playing with some fire. You've been playing with fire. One day you will see what you made of me. Found my inner beast. You are release in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when it's do or die, you know it's an eye for eye. Feel the energy align in the dead of night. 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 You can save it all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round number 17, the penultimate race of SnB's F1 series here at the Dutch Grand Prix. One of the oldest tracks, Zandvoort is a high-speed track with sweeping corners. It's a fun one to drive, but overtaking will be difficult tonight. Before we get to everyone and qualifying, and take a look at this field. You gotta love it. 17 drivers set to grid tonight, so I'm excited to see what they can do for qualifying. But before we get there, let's take a look at the track.
It's time to go racing once again then here at Zandvoort as we get underway at the Dutch Grand Prix. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with a 678 metre main straight heading into turn 1, Tarzan Corner. And on that straight with DRS open, that'll be the best overtaking opportunity on this track.
All right, that's a little bit about the track, but what I gotta say is that there is some banking in here, and so far this season, I really haven't seen a lot of that, so it's kind of cool to see how that will play out here. I'm excited for it. A lot of drivers are looking forward to the race. We've seen some of them get pretty loose coming out of these exits, so we will have to watch for that. Not a lot of passing opportunities, so I think turn 1 will be the biggest opportunity for overtaking. So we will have to watch that also. Qualifying is going to be super important just for the fact that it is difficult to overtake. So you will have to get a good starting position. I do want to shout out everyone. Morgs, Mr. Met, Mr. Smoker, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great. We have 36 laps out here tonight, and I can tell you, for practice, Jacob, Culture, and Polish at the top of the speed charts, 111.7. That was the fastest that I saw in practice, so yeah, it's going to be a fun one. While these guys are out in qualifying, I want to take a look at points because it's going to get very interesting. Take a look at this. Jacob still on top with 263. His teammate, Mayor of Bag City, 10 behind with 253 points. Very interesting. So for the final 2 races tonight and next week, which is at Brazil, these two are going to be battling it out for the lead and the championship. So we're going to have to keep an eye on those two. Rangers currently sitting third with 207 points. Culture 165. Very close between him and Leaf Justin, who has 156 points. Then we have J Mac Attack, who is before we got in here, he said, you know what? Someone needs to boot Justin to the moon. I'll be happy. That would put him to 5th. Polish Hammer, he said, I'm on my own little island, and indeed he is. 30 points behind J Mac Attack and 30 points ahead of Hokie Fan, so he will more than likely finish 7th, which in his first season here, that's a great position to be in. Hokie Fan, 69 points. He is battling it out for P8 in the standings between him and JC, who are tied for points. Bloomy is sitting with P10 right now, 66 points. So he is in that mix also. He can really change things up very quickly for these guys. David MC, 11th with 52 points. Skylin, who came in very late in the season, he's sitting P12 with, I just lost it, 17 points. JDM Hawk and Oh No, It's Shames, both sitting on the board with 15, and we'll see what happens between those two. Husky in 15th, Chargers in 16th, and Dion in 17, which we have 17 drivers out here tonight. You gotta love it, man. Racer Wreck, what's up? Repeat, how are you? I hope you guys are doing good. All right, constructor standings, you guys know it already, but Ferrari, they have this in the bag. They have won the championship for the constructor standings, 516 points. That is going to be for Ferrari. Aston Martin sitting P2 with 365 points. Mercedes going to sit third with 297. McLaren in 4th with 137 points. We have Williams running out the top 5 with 110 points. Haas is sitting 6th with 76. Alpine is 67, sitting P7. In 8th, we have AlphaTauri with 25 points. Red Bull in 9th with 11, and Alfa Romeo in 10th with 5 points. It's been a crazy season. I've loved every single minute of it. You know, I don't remember this track from last season, but I can tell you Skylin was talking, and he is one that's coming to, everyone was trying to remind him and remember the story, but coming to the white flag. He apparently got loose not once, not twice. He was able to save it as far as like straightening out the car. However, it didn't have the grip that it needed, and he spun out, wrecked the car, coming to the final lap there. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, guys, knock on wood, that doesn't happen for him tonight. Sitting P6 on the speed charts for qualifying, a 112.3. Mayor of Bag City sitting atop of the charts with a 111.4. Absolutely flying. That's faster than what we saw in practice. JDM Culture, he is sitting 2nd with a 111.4. Jacob, a 111.6. He is our points leader at the moment. And Polish Hammer, a 111.8. Top 4 in the 111. So, yeah, that's really cool to see. JC in 5th with 112, and the 112s go all the way down to P11. Take a look at this, though. Rangers, we talk about him. He likes to hold his cards close to his chest. He usually does not come out and make a lap very quickly. We have just over 10 minutes left on the board. He is out here making a lap time, and the lap time he has right now, that is not going to be his best time, I can assure you. So I'm thinking he's going to be at the top 5. We'll see what he can do, but man, these times are looking great. I want to go on board. Let's find somebody who is just going out here. All right, Justin, we're going to go on board with him. Sitting P8 on the speed charts, 112.4. Take a look through. We have the banking that we're going to see. We saw in turn 3. We're coming up. We have a lot of sweeping corners. I absolutely love it. Wait. Has the Frozen Toes had a Stroop waffle? What is a Stroop waffle? Racer Wreck. I gotta know. I gotta know what a stroop waffle is, but yeah, I'm in love with the banking on this track. Really cool to see. You don't see it a lot in F1. These drivers were saying, I just hope that it doesn't rain. They said this would be a terrible track for the rain, and you know, every now and then I'm up for the challenge. Let's throw some rain in there, see what they can do. I want to see it dry tonight. I want to see these guys on this baked truck take it on. Elbows are out, as Blue Husky said earlier today on Twitter, talking about the league, saying elbows are out. There is a lot of points on the line and a lot of battles brewing up, so it's going to be a fun one for sure. Mindless, how are you? I hope you're doing good tonight. All right, that was a lap with Justin right there. Ferrari teammates sitting 1-2 on the charts right now. Mayer in first, Jacob in second, but take a look how quick these guys are and how close. 1, 2, and 3, including Culture. A 111, 407 to a 499. Let's bring it. Heck yeah, man, that is awesome. All right, Rangers, I said he's going to be at the top 5, getting that first lap in there. And indeed, he did. He gets a 112.0, so he will be leading the 112s right next to his teammate, Leaf Justin. So these guys for Aston Martin, 5th and 6th, respectively. Mindless, glad to see you're doing good. Morgs, I'm with you. Whoa. Did you guys see the pit crew? That guy was speedy. He is on it tonight. All right, so if you guys tuned in last week, it was a crazy race. Where were we at? Coda. I'm gonna try to explain this. I'm gonna have to go back in Discord and let you guys know what happened. But the final results after the race lagged and kicked everyone out. I do believe it was lap 20 or 21. The final results are Leave Justin was the winner simply because Jacob had a penalty. So they were so close in time that Leave Justin did end up winning. First race of the season, and the poor guy didn't even get an interview. So maybe we'll see something about that tonight. Jacob got second. Mayor of Bag City got third, and a bonus point for the fastest lap. Rangers was 4th, JC in 5th, Bloomy got 6th, Polish Hammer got 7th, Hokey got 8th, Skyland got a couple of points, and the JMac Attack rounded out the top 10. It was a crazy race last week. Hopefully we don't see that again tonight, but we simply followed the F1 rules stating if it is under 75%, here's the point system we go by. Here is what lap you will take the scoring from. So if the red flag turned out on lap 21, you're going to take the scoring from lap 20. So we followed that, and everyone, although not ideal, everyone was okay with how that turned out. So first time that I've seen in 5 or 6 seasons. Let's hope it's the last. Mayor of Bag City, what am I seeing right now? A 110.9. Absolutely flying. I do believe that's going to be close, just maybe a second or so off of a record from what I'm understanding. Jacob, a 111.4. Culture still a 111.499. Polish Hammer, top 4 drivers in the 111s. He's got a 111.5. Ranger still leading the 112s. Let's see if he is out here. He's going into that first corner, which will be the corner that a lot of these drivers will try to overtake. Is going to be close. We have a lot of battles in the points. Yeah. Let's just hope we don't injure any wings here tonight. The 112s go all the way down to 13th. Absolutely crazy. Bloomy is going to be 113.0, 114.0 for Chargers. Blue Husky, not quite sure what happened to him, but he's on the board with a 115.4. Dion has yet to make a lap. Husky, what happened to you? The final corner, he says. So, no bueno for the final corner from him. Get it. You're just getting it out of the way before the race. That's all. No worries. You got this. Right? That's what I'm saying, at least. All right, guys, let me know. What do you think about the Netherlands? I'm loving the banking. I'm loving how fast it is. You guys know that if you follow me on the NASCAR side, I love fast tracks. I love tight racing. So whenever I see the times this close, it gets me very excited to see what these guys are going to do. Culture in second, a 111.2. That's going to put Jacob down to third with a 111.4. Man. Yeah, we still have a little over 3 minutes to get those lap times in. You see a lot of guys in pit lane trying to perhaps change a couple of things in their setup and hopefully get a faster time. Ranger's still out there. Skyland on his out lap for AlphaTauri. Let's see how he does. No pressure, Sky. No pressure. Skyland, okay. Skyland spun. I tried to get up and out of the turn. Bam, hit him. Rip. Yeah, I mean, as fast as this is not the easiest track. I will say that. You can lose grip coming out of the exits. It is easy to do, and sometimes there's just nowhere to go. Take a look at that banking. Oh, man, perfection right there. You gotta love it. 2.64 miles, 14 turns, and 36 laps. As I said, turn 1, the Tarzan corner, will be the best overtaking opportunity. So I think we're going to see a lot of chaos going into turn 1, especially lap 1. You know, I always say it. We'll see how they do, but man, it's going to get a little sketchy. We will probably see 2. I don't know. Will they get as crazy as to take it 3 wide? Anything's possible. Final 2 races, it's on. It is on. Rogue, what's up? How are you? This is 2022. All right, David still in pits. Hokie fan. Let's take a look at this guy coming around on the front stretch, going past the start finish line. Let's see what kind of lap he gets. He had a 112.4. All right, that is still going to be his best as he... Oh, as I said, these corners are slick. I think rain would be absolutely disastrous for this. So as far as I can tell, they should be good. And that's with the soft tires on. You're going to have a lot more grip with that. So it'll be interesting to see. You're back in the States. Oh, man. So glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. Next season, we will be on 23. This is the penultimate race. So we only have next week. And that'll be round 18 at Brazil. Thank you for your service too, Rogue. I appreciate it. I know everyone else does too. It's amazing. We're so happy you're back, and I cannot wait to see you out on track, for sure. All right, let's take a look at Bloomy. A lot of guys. We have more guys coming out on track. Bloomy is out there, 113 flat. Chargers 114.0. Dion on the board and spun a 116.2. Ah, man. All right, Mayer still sitting with that 110.9. Absolutely flying, and qualifying is winding down. Then we will allow these drivers who are out to complete the lap that they are on. Vulture will finish with a 111.2. Skyland finishes with a 112.0, sitting P6. Ranger still a 111.6, so we have the top 5 and a 111 or 110. We'll see if he can't do anything better. JC, he's going to finish out with a 112.3. David with a 112.3 also. Hokie fan 112.4 along with J Mac Attack. So I I don't know that I've seen any race this close in qualifying. So, like I said, just give me the race. Let's get to the race. I'm excited. 2 seconds, just within 2 seconds, all the way to the top 13. Absolutely bananas. I should say 2.5. You guys get me though. All right, Justin, Husky, Dion, not sure what happened to these guys, wrecked out or what, but we'll see what happens. Here we go, Mayer. He is going to be the pole sitter here at the Dutch Grand Prix. So huge congratulations to him. He's got a 110.9, Culture sitting second, Jacob in third, Polish in fourth, Rangers in fifth. In sixth, we have Skyland. Seventh is J Macattack, Hokie Fan in eighth, Leaf Justin in ninth. 10th is JC. In 11th, we have David MC. 12th is Wolfish. And 13th is Oh No, It's Shames. 14th is Bloomy. And I don't know why, you guys. I can never figure out how to scroll down. I don't know what it is. They don't let me. I press everything. We'll advance, see if they let me go. Oh, we just figured it out there. Okay. All right. 17 drivers, though, set to take grid. That's going to be tied for the most this season. Great news for this for these drivers, but a hard track. There's a couple of corners that could spell disaster with how many drivers are going for these points battles. We do have about 3 sets of points battles coming out here, so that's going to be very close. We do have for the lead. We do have for P8, and we also have 13th. It's quite a few, so we'll see what they can do. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to ask. Who do you think's going to win? Who's your driver? Last week was pretty wild. Leaf Justin ended up winning it, and he says both times they just got to win in the F1 league. And it's never been caught on camera. He's never had an interview. I don't know if it hasn't been caught on camera because technically we did catch it on camera, but I know he said he's never had an interview. We will get our formation in and get things started. Maddie, what's up? How are you? Rooting for Polish Hammer. He's done amazing this season. I don't know, coming out here, I know him from the NASCAR side, and I tell him about the F1 league. He's like, all right, send me an invite. Okay. And he's doing amazing. Absolutely amazing out here. Mayor wins, Mr. Met says. All right. Sounds like Jimmy Cocker's statement. Right? I know. These guys, gotta show them some love. All right, our pole sitter out there, Mayor of Bag City, Culture in second. He is in a Ferrari sandwich, which we'll see how that works out. Turn 1, lap 1 at the Dutch Grand Prix. Mike says, I don't know who to go for. Maddie, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm glad you're doing okay. Predicted pit stop, mediums to hard or vice versa, but I think a lot of these drivers will take one stop. I know it changes. We'll see. We do have David on those softs, so he might have to take 2 stops tonight. We'll see what happens, but most of the other drivers, actually all of the other drivers, on mediums or hards. All right, we are lining these guys up. Final 2 races and a lot of pressure for our point leader, Mayer and Jacob. Getting ready for the lights to be on the board and go out here. Take a look back. I'm nervous. This is a crazy turn one, I will say. Dion. All right, here we go. And the lights are out tonight at the Dutch Grand Prix. Here they go, already into turn one. Let's see how they go. It looks like 2 and 3 wide mid-pack. Mayer off with a great start. Man, what a lead for him. His teammate Jacob goes to second. Rangers with a huge jump in position. Up to third already. Culture is going to be in fourth. Polish in fifth. And Skyline is going to be in sixth. And already these guys are starting to file out in a single file line. You can cover these guys with a blanket. Man, oh man. What a great start. I'll tell you what, I was a little nervous, but these guys giving me goosebumps on the start. Just Mayer, you can tell he is on it tonight. A great start for him, Jacob, and a couple of these other drivers gaining those positions. It's so important here. You have to be able to do that. It's very tough to make passes throughout the rest of the field. So turn one and at the start is where you have to do it if you don't get it done in qualifying. Airbag City 0.7 gap over his teammate Jacob, and we spoke to them earlier on, and he's already got the fastest lap at a 1:18.6. But we spoke to these drivers earlier on in the season when things started to heat up, and he was saying, you know what, we were teammates, we worked together all the time, had practices, and both these drivers were saying as time went on, those practices are getting less and less together. We are now our own individual drivers going for a championship. So this is important. These guys are not sharing those little tips and secrets as much as they used to be, if at all. I'm not sure if they share those anymore, but man, oh man. Some great battling out here, and Jacob has just shown incredible speed throughout this season. Take a look on this Aston Martin. Rangers right behind Jacob. We'll see if he can't get a pass done here. We're going to have Dion in 17th. You see him back there heading into what looks like sector 3 now. So Culture gets up to third. Rangers holding back. We'll see what happens here, but Mayor of Bag City 113.9. JDM Culture gaining up another position, but we have Culture, Rangers, and Polish all nose to tail for these guys. Take a look at this gap, though. Mayer is absolutely leaving the field. A second and a half in front of his teammate Jacob. And remember, guys, the points battle for these two drivers are incredibly close. Jacob is in the lead, but it's only by 10 points. So Mayer wants to get this win. He has to separate himself from his teammate as much as he can in order to secure this championship. Culture, he is also one that has shown an incredible amount of speed this season. As far as some of the finishes, last week, I know that he was unable to finish, I do believe, so really unfortunate to see. So he's had some bad luck in some of these races, but man, oh man, when he is able to complete a race, he is pretty darn consistent. So great to see that in Rangers. He is still on the heels of Culture. And you know, take a look behind him. He is in a sandwich right now, so he's got to not only worry about what's in front of him, he's got to worry about who's behind him. And Polish, he's known to be up here pretty early on. We just need to see consistency from Polish. He's got the speed, but I want to see him finish out these more races in the top 3. I know he's very capable of it, and I'm really pushing him out here because this first season, he is doing absolutely amazing, and I know he can get it done. We do have a caution in sector 2. Looks like it's going to be Blue Husky, perhaps. Yeah, here he goes. He's on the move once again, but really unfortunate to see here. He spins it out again as his tires are very angry at him, and the grip is low between 8 and 9 for him. Let's see some of these other battles out here. Leave Justin 0.6 behind Hokie Fan. We have just a huge group of drivers. Hokie Fan all the way down to 12th. So that's 7th through 12th. Just incredibly close together. Anything can happen with these drivers. You have one driver slip up, and that is a position for the drivers to get behind them. Lap 5 of 36. I don't know about you guys, but this race is going very, very quickly. Justin putting the pressure on Hokie Fan. Man, oh man. Let's take a look and see what they can do. We have a couple of close battles too, so I want to take a look with some of these. 4 drivers directly next to each other. Polish Hammer is going to be on the edge of this. A 5-second penalty for Blue Husky as he enters pits. Really unfortunate to see for him. I know he said this is his second favorite track. Really enjoys this track, so hopefully we can get him some better luck moving through the rest of the race. Polish Hammer really has to nail every part of these corners. And when you have 14 turns, that's a lot to be able to master. You can see these guys going through the banking. Turn 3, they head through the nice sweeping corners. Rangers gets some nice momentum going through these. Gonna fall back for Polish just a little bit. Rangers just 0.6 behind, but Culture is quickly approaching Jacob. You can see that gap closing. Love the camera angles here. I want to see them. Give me more of them. I want to see different camera angles. I know 2023, as far as I understand, does not have a lot of camera angles. If you guys know any different, please let me know, because I would love to know. Take a look at this gap, though. This is Mayor of Bag City, our leader, up 4.3 seconds ahead of Jacob. We do have a battle right here for second. Jacob gonna go out wide, unable to capture back P2, so Culture is gonna take that over. Some nice position gains for Culture out here tonight. Great job for him. Jacob gonna fall to 3rd. Ranger still in 4th, and that is gonna allow him to approach up here just a little bit closer. Same for Polish, as he is 0.3 behind. Now we have 5 drivers right here, all in close range. I love the fact that you can see these drivers going past another one, kind of ghosted out here. Able to get by. At some point, I think I want to see that disappear. I want to see these guys have to battle through that, see what they can do. But it's also good. You don't want to see it to interfere with the race too terribly much. But man, oh man, I'm loving how close this is. So many battles throughout the field. I don't want to leave this battle. These guys are just so close, but I do want to show some love to these other drivers. Skyland, P6, 3 seconds back from Polish. Leave Justin sitting out there in 7th. Hokie Fan in 8th. J Mac Attack, take a look. Another 4 driver battle out here. It is going to be a heck of a race out here, Morgs. J Mac Attack, and he's got JC directly behind him. David MC behind him. These 4 drivers just incredibly close. Wolfish, not too far back, 1.8. And if anything happens to the drivers ahead of him, he's right in this battle. Oh no, it's Shames. He is kind of on his own little island. He only has to worry about making these corners, getting everything perfected. Just worry about your own race right now. Charger sitting P14. Looking solid so far. Dion up to 15th. Bloomy. Earlier on, mistake for Bloomy. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I can't even say a mistake. I mean, it could have been something he was avoiding. I'm not really sure, but back 26 seconds. And then Blue Husky. He is going to round out this field of 17. A huge field tonight. All right, back to our leader, 4.8 ahead in Sector 1. Caution, let's take a look. It looks like it's going to involve J Mac Attack and Hokie Fan. These drivers are off and running, but oh no, it's Shames. He's going to catch up by several seconds here. He is just now 2.7 behind when I do believe he was in the double digits, if I'm not mistaken. So a huge gap closure for him. Still green, a lap 9 of 36. Mayor of Back City 5 seconds ahead. Here's an eye on P2, and he's got Jacob about a second behind. So these guys are starting to see just a little separation. Ranger's falling back. He's down to P5. Polish has since moved up to P4. Let's go on board with him as he makes his way into turn 1, the Tarzan turn. Turn 3 of the banking. I can see how it's going to get slippery through there, especially through trying to go over that hill and around the corner. I can see how there may not be as much grip as you need to make these. And this is another spot with those little bumps. It really does upset the car, so these drivers do have to be careful when they get on the throttle, how much throttle input they do give for each corner. It is something that you do have to perfect. A lot of practice, a lot of time into them. We do have a Sector 3 caution. Bloomy still trying to get it under control, and I do believe he might have our leader going by. Man, he is absolutely flying. We're gonna have Culture going by Jacob as they make their way through. Still green, guys. Lap 11 of 36. We are still well underway. Mayor 5.4 ahead. We still have 4 drivers. I should say 3 drivers. Wolfish goes up a spot. David goes into the pits. I do believe he was the driver that was on those soft tires. He is now going to take the mediums. Our entire field is now on mediums or the hard tire compound. Penalty is the only one out there so far is going to be Husky. The field is starting to separate. The long run is, we're starting to see who is able to hit their marks. Maybe just a little bit better than some of the other drivers. The closest battle right now, let's take a look, is going to be for P13. Chargers. Nope. The closest battle is going to be for P4. I can see it up there. I might need glasses, you guys. Chargers 1 second behind David. He's up P14 right now. A Sector 3 caution once again. Who is this? It's going to be Blue Husky. Back underway. Still green, a lap 12 of 36. The race continues. Here is the closest battle right here. As soon as I say that, I'm going to find something else closer, but 0.7 behind. Polish Hammer. I do believe this is where, if I'm not mistaken, that's where he did qualify, yeah. Our top 6 drivers sitting exactly where they qualified. Leave Justin up 2 spots, along with JC. Wolfish up 3 spots. Oh no, it's Shames up a spot, along with Chargers and Dion. Meanwhile, J-Mac Attack has fallen back 4 spots, but we still got a lot of racing left, you guys. One stop for 3 drivers is going to be David, Bloomy, and Husky. You know what? Let's go back and look at the tires. I want to see. I'm a little surprised that David did mediums and didn't go for the hards after being on those softs. I would think that you would want those to last the longest as possible. Bullish Hammer quickly approaching Jacob. That gap between first and second, though, it is still increasing. Culture 6 seconds behind the leader here. Jacob 2.7 and Polish Hammer 0.7 behind Jacob. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe a safety car. I don't know. Let's say around lap 29 or so. What do you think? What do you think? Spice things up right around the final part of the race. I'm sure the drivers will be like, what are you doing to me? There's so many points battles out here throughout the field. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would not be happy about that. Hokey Fan is in a battle between him and JC. Hokey Fan is tied with JC. JC is currently sitting 2 spots ahead of Hokey Fan. Let's go to the lead for the points. We have Jacob in the lead with 263, Mayor of Bag City. He's got 253 points. Now, Mayor, he is sitting 2 spots ahead of his teammate in the lead. That is going to make for some close battles right there. Let's take a look at 13th, the battle for 13th in points. That's going to be JDM Hawk and oh no, it's Shames. Now, I know JDM Hawk is not out here tonight, so oh no, it's Shames. If he can get a couple of points on the board, he will overtake JDM Hawk for that position. That will be for P13. A lot of close battles. All right, Ranger still hanging on here. Not too far back. JC, he's going to be 0.6 behind Leaf Justin. We got a couple of pitters, Polish and Jacob, both pitting. Now remember, these guys do have teammates. You cannot pit at the same time, so they do have to plan that out. When are you going in so that I am not coming at the same time? Jacob goes in first. Mayor will go in later. Polish Hammer on his way out. Leaf Justin. Bloomy has retired. Sector 2 and 3 caution. Okay, that's gonna make things a little interesting if we do get a safety car. We'll see if they're gonna pull it out green here. Hokey Fan on the move. Polish Hammer on the move. These guys so incredibly close. 6 drivers have made a stop. Dion is in the pits, so that will be our 7th. Vulture is in 2nd. Ranger's in 3rd. Sky is going to move up to 4th. JC in 5th. Wolfish, he's in 6th. Great night for him so far. Jacob in 7th. Polish is going to be an 8th. Ranger's 5-second penalty for him speeding in pit lane. That is 2 drivers. They speeding penalty going into the pits. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. This is Rangers who absolutely dominated last season. I do believe he had around 9 wins. Yeah, 9 wins last season. Culture had 2 wins. Mayor had 4 wins last season. This season has kind of switched a little bit. Jacob, our points leader, He has 5 wins. Mayor has 6 wins. And Rangers has 3 wins. Culture, he's got a win on the board. All right, this is switch things up a little bit. Take a look. Polish Hammer. Oh! Rangers gets loose. Polish is going to gain another position. Rangers just having a tough night. Man, oh man, he's going to fall back to 10th, and Polish on his way up through the field. P7 for him. Wolfish just right up ahead. You can see him right here. See if he can't make the pass. It's just going to be so incredibly difficult. But here we come around the final corner. Back onto the front stretch. And that is going to allow these guys to try to make a move. And here he goes. Okay, he doesn't have to. Wolf is going into pits. Not a bad time for him to do so. Polish is going to come back out 5th. J-Mac and 6th guy in 7th. Jacob, you can see him up here. He's got Polish 1.6 behind. Mayor of Bag City, he's got 1 stop under his belt, so he's gonna come out 3rd. JC is gonna be in 2nd, and JDM Culture, he's gonna be your new leader. Again, I will say, I love watching the growth of these drivers from season to season. Heck, even race to race. So many of them have gained so much speed and consistency. It's just so incredibly fun to watch. I'm really proud of them. I know that sounds weird or corny. I don't know, but I really am proud of them. It's just really cool to see that. When you're able to capture that every week, it's fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch. All right, 5-second penalty for 2 drivers, Husky and Rangers. Did I say it was Dion? I don't know. Hopefully I didn't. But Dion sitting P15, Blue Husky in 16th. Culture still our leader, and 13 seconds behind is going to be JC. Let's take a look at these drivers have stopped there. There's 3 drivers that have yet to stop. J-Mac Attack, JC, and our current leader, who is Culture. We'll see when they decide to stop. Lap 18 of 36. We are just shy of the halfway mark. Let's see what they do. Mayor of Bag City, 5.2 behind. He is right next to his Ferrari team. Well, I can't say right next, but 3rd and 4th for the Ferrari teammates. Polish Hammer is going to be in 5th, 1.9 behind. Just doing a great job tonight. Really proud of his effort also. J-Mac Attack sitting P6, currently almost 4 seconds behind Polish Hammer. Rangers, 5-second penalty. If it were to finish right now, he would not keep 7th. He would at least fall to 8th. He should be able to be in 8th. Skyland is currently sitting P8. Leaf Justin in 9th. David, top 10 so far, sitting P10, just 0.8 behind Justin. Hokey Fan, 11th. Wolf in 12th. He's got some company right here. We got Oh No It's Shames as he is heading into the corner. Side by side, he's going to fall back on that outside, unable to capture the position here. This is going to be a battle for P12. Making their way through turn 3. Gets a little loose. Man, what an incredible save for Shames. Great job on his end. Wolf gonna be able to keep this. We'll see if Shames makes his way back up here. Mayor of Bag City, 113.7. Remember, in qualifying, we were looking at, I do believe, 110s? I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. Could not even begin to tell you. All right, let's take a look at Rangers out here. just under a second of the J-Mac attack, sitting P6 and 7th. Look at these flowing corners. A little bit of an elevation change. You can see a couple of bumps through here that, like I said earlier, can really get the car upset. We've had a lot of drivers struggle through here and spin. Luckily, I don't know that too many cars have been damaged out here, but man, not something you want to see, but there are a lot of packs out here, 2 and 3 car packs, but this field is definitely spread out. We just hit lap 21 of 36. We are still on the move, and we do have another new leader. It is going to be JC. Mayor of Bag City is going to be P2. Culture in 3rd. J-Mac Attack are 4th, a 3rd penalty for speeding in pit lane. Man, oh man, I was thinking to myself when I want to try to catch somebody going on to pit lane. Let's go through here. You can see pit lane entrance right there to your right. A straight shoot in there, and these drivers are just really sitting it in there. And 3 of them, unfortunately, have received those speeding penalties. We do still have quite the battle between Shames and Wolf. Shames making a comeback, and that is another spot in which you can get extremely loose, along with these corners up here. This is going to be through 7th. And then we're going to head to turn 8. Quite a little bit of a kink there, and then we're going to have a little bit of a sharper corner for 9th. And turn 10 around this corner. These guys are really doing a great job, though. I'll tell you what. $11 and $12. This is another kind of a crazy turn. 11 has quite the kink going in there. Then we're going to be 13th through 14th. And then we're back on the front stretch. All right, we're going to see Shames use that DRS. Take a look. Watch these guys shifting patterns. Gets a little loose coming out of the exit once again, but man, not nearly as loose as he was earlier on, and he is able to get that momentum up. Wolf gets a great exit. Shames had a great entry and a midsection there, but you know, you have to be off the throttle earlier going into it and on it earlier coming out, and that will get you that momentum. You just gotta be careful how much, though. All right, take a look. JC is under attack for the lead. Mayor of Bag City, 0.2 back. And he does have, I do believe, the quickest time so far. Sector 3 caution is the, yeah, that's going to be Blue Husky. A trouble spot for a lot of these drivers. Hopefully he does not have any damage. If he did not go in. Take a look at what's behind JC, though. Ferrari on the move, putting the pressure on him. Beautiful shot for these guys going down the straight as we head to lap 24 of 36. Ferrari goes right side by side. Huge momentum going into the corner. Able to make that pass very quickly. What a huge power move for him. Absolutely incredible. Mayor goes to the lead. JCP2 Culture. He is not too far behind in this mix. sitting currently third. He's got his eyes on both of these drivers. Jacob sitting P5, you can see him. Let's go back here with him. I do believe that will be Dion. That is directly in front of him. Polish Hammer, top 5 so far. If he can get this tonight, a top 5, really solid night for him. We still have quite a few laps left to go. All right, Culture. Wow, what a mix on the front stretch. Heading into the first corner, we have a lap car mixed in with second and third. Culture, where do you go? You can go through the car, but man, so distracting. At least that would be for me. And he is just all over these drivers. JC through the grass. Culture goes up into second. What a tough spot to be in. Culture is going to take P2, Jacob in third, JC in fourth. And he's going to have Polish Hammer on his heels. Tough spot for JC. A lot going into that. Jacob, he just needs to worry about making up some time, catching up to Culture. Mayor of Bag City is back to the lead. We have a caution in Sector 2. I'm gonna think that's Dion. Let's see. He is still on the move, so everyone is okay, still moving along. Our leader, lap 26 of 36. Polish Hammer makes the move over JC. He's going to move up a spot. JC goes into pits. Polish Hammer around turn 1 into turn 2. Oh, we have another caution. He is back moving. It seems Sector 2 is a huge issue out here. Really, really tough to see. 8 and 9 seems to be a huge trouble spot for these guys. Charger's making his way around turn 9. Heading into turn 10. Looking solid so far. He's going to have... Is that the leader? Let me go back here. Nope, that's not going to be the leader. Looks like it's going to be probably Jacob. All right, I want to see some battles here. Sky, 0.7 behind Leaf Justin. Let's go on board with him, see what he's finding out here. If you guys recall earlier on, I said a story about how Sky last season at this very track, coming to the white flag, he got loose, was unable to save it after what he thought saving it once and then twice. Tires were not gripping and the rear turned. Off he goes, wrecking into the final lap. And he was out of the race. That is not the way you want to go. And he said, you know what? If you're going to do that to me this season, at least do it early on. That's so tough, finishing an entire race just to get, well, I can't even say an entire race, finishing most of the race just to get to the final lap. And then you bin it. Tough. Really tough. David MC 11th, Hokie Fan in 10th. You can see him here. Hokie Fan, you know he sees David in the mirror. Very, very close battle, and this will be for a top 10. Another tough corner right here. JC, fastest lap for him for Alpine, 1:13.2. Man. Fresh tires, and he is out here trying to make up some positions. Currently P8, 2.2 behind Sky. Rangers, he is in the top 5 once again, but he does have a 5-second penalty. That would put him to at least 7th if the race were to finish now. J-Mac in the same predicament. He's currently sitting P9, but with a 5-second penalty, well, no, I can't say that. He would be fine. He would be fine. P9 for him. All right, let's show these guys some love. Sector 2. It looks like these guys are going okay. All right, no caution for Sector 2, lap 29 of 36, Mayor of Bag City. Our pole sitter, our leader of the race, and he's hoping to make it as the points leader. Jacob with 263. Mayor has 253 points. His teammate is 2 positions behind. So, man, I don't think this could get any closer. Ferrari does have the constructor standings championship completely set. They have that. Culture P2. Looking great out here. Solid night for him. Absolutely. Looking for a podium. He does. I want to take a look. Culture does have wins out here this season. He has 1 win, and that's going to be at Miami. That was the 4th race of the season. Polish Hammer currently sitting P4. We're looking at the crowd. I don't see a Polish. There we go. We got him. Going down the front stretch into turn 1. P4, a solid race so far. Let's get him to the finish line. Lap 30 of 36, and we're going to have Rangers P5. A great season for him. 3 wins for the season. Leave Justin, his teammate. These guys for Aston Martin. He's going to be 2 seconds behind Rangers. Skyland joined in late in the season, but he is out here and he's got some company directly behind him. That's going to be JC. JC sitting P8 so far. Trying to make his way back up through the field. He was the leader earlier on before he pit. J-Mac Attack in 9th. Hokey Fan in 10th. These battles brewing up again, guys. David in 11.6 behind, and Shames, he's going to be in 12th. Wolf in 13th. Chargers in 14th. Doing a great job. Dion out here in 15th as he makes his way by a driver going into pits. Looked like he was going into pits. All right, Blue Husky. 7 seconds behind Dion. That's going to be your field. We have lost 1 driver tonight. That's going to be Bloomy. He does get a DNF tonight, unfortunately. A couple of drivers making their way through. Sky goes to 6. JC 7th. Justin in 5th. Sector 2 caution. What's going on here? Possibly Wolf? Yeah, that's going to be Wolf as he tries to make his way back out on track. I'm telling you guys. Turns 8 and 9. It's just causing a lot of ruckus around here. Very, very difficult. Hokey Fan, Rangers. What happened with Rangers? Rangers down to 11th. Hokey Fan up to 10th. Man. Tough night for Rangers out here. All right, let's go back up to our leader, 2.3. In front of Culture. Right now, that would be your podium. Mayor, Culture, Jacob. No penalties as far as going over the track limits, but speeding penalties, we do have 2 at the moment. I do believe 1 driver has paid that price for that, and that might be Rangers. JC, he makes up another spot. Skyland, it is... Rangers, no, a 3-second time penalty. I was just saying how no one had on the board a track penalty as far as like going over the limits. And here we go, Rangers. I just jinxed them. I just jinxed them. These guys really spread out. 14 seconds behind Polish. Still rounding out a top 5, so great effort for him tonight. Lap 32 of 36. This race is quickly coming to an end. Skyland 1 second behind JC. JC is 1 second behind Justin. So far, it looks like the top 5 might remain where they are on the board. It's just going to depend. If you make a mistake, anything can happen, but these guys are being very consistent tonight. On board with Sky, as you see JC in front of him. Up ahead is going to be Leaf Justin as he goes into that first corner. 1.5, 1.4. These guys very consistent, very even for the gap. Ranger is going to move up to 10th. Hokie Fan is going to fall down to 11th. Ranger's really going to have to... Rogue, I know. I can't even tell you how many times I've jinxed people from the booth. There's definitely a booth curse, I'm telling you. It is a definite thing. All right, I gotta go down here. Hokie Fan, take a look at this. That banking, I'll tell you what, is kind of crazy. And then you have a little bit of an elevation change here. So that's really gonna get these cars upset. And I know that is definitely helping. And these cars getting loose, especially right here. Here's another spot. Turn 8, and then we head into turn 9. I would love to be a fly on the wall for how these guys design tracks. Very interesting, I gotta say. All right, JC, 0.7 behind Justin. Take a look at this. It's never intentional, I know. There was one race earlier this season where every driver I put the camera on, I'm not even exaggerating. Every time I put my camera on a driver, they spun. I don't even remember what race it was, but it was this season, and I felt terrible. Rangers 113.0, the fastest lap of the night so far. He is a man on a mission. He knows he's got to pick up some pace here. And also positions. Currently 0.4 behind David MC, quickly approaching. This will be a battle for P9. Polish Hammer. All these battles. Look at these battles, you guys. Who just left? Please tell me that wasn't Cultured. I thought I saw Culture's name. Hopefully I just made that up. All right, Polish. Back to the action. Polish is so incredibly close to Jacob here. Take a look at this. It's gonna be so close, and these two drivers up here, right on top of each other. That's gonna be a lap car. There he goes. Lets these guys go on by for the battle. Polish gains a ton of time over Jacob. Heading into this corner, it's lap 35 of 36. This is absolutely crazy. JC back there, 0.3 behind Leaf Justin. Capable of gaining another position. Let's go on board on a different angle for these drivers. Polish, will he get his podium tonight? Can he get it done? This is the final lap here, guys. Let's go to Mayor of Bag City out in that first corner. This is going to be the battle. Polish Hammer. He goes up to 3rd. Jacob goes up to 2nd. Culture. I thought I saw him like glitch out. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but Jacob's gonna move to second, Polish to third, Justin goes up to fourth as Culture is quickly falling through. He had such an incredible night. Here we go, Mayor of Bag City, 12-second gap between him and Polish. Polish, this will be his highest finish of the night, of the season, I should say, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Mayor of Bag City going around the final couple of corners. This will be the final couple of corners of the race. Here it comes down the front straightaway. He is going to be your winner here at the Dutch Grand Prix. A huge congratulations to Mayor of Bag City. Incredible job from him. Consistency. He is Mr. Consistency. Polish Hammer, show him some love. Polish, don't wreck it. Polish, you gave me a heart attack, but he finishes out second. Let's go. Absolutely incredible job, Jacob. Here he comes. Not sure what happened with him, but man, oh man. Take a look at the crew that's coming behind him. Jacob secures a podium finish. Justin, fourth. Culture. I would love to know what happened to him, but he comes out here in fifth. Sky with a 6. JC, we're going to get him out here in 7th. J-Mac in 8th. Rangers, he's going to be 9th. Oh no, it's Shames. We have Rangers in 10th, Hokey Fan in 11th, Shames in 12th. 13th is Wolf, Chargers in 14th. Absolutely crazy. Yes, Maddie, I'm so excited for him. I am so excited for him. Justin is driver of the day after winning last week's race. Culture, no, are you kidding me? I am absolutely heartbroken for you. I can't even imagine. You secured a podium finish. It's just so consistent, and when you have technical difficulties, that is a tough one. But Mayor of Bag City, he gets it done. Polish is going to be 2nd, Jacob in 3rd. Let's take a look at him celebrating. Culture. Oh man. What? I gotta ask, why did the AI not continue to take over for you like that? You dropped so hard. That's just heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. All right, we're gonna get these guys in here. Oh my goodness. Polish, I want to hear the excitement from him. Polish, you are offline. Oh my goodness. All these guys are offline. Jacob, you got, okay. We got Mayor. We need a Polish now. He's offline. If anyone knows, let's see here. All right, well, we'll get him in here. Oh, there he goes. Thank you so much. All right, this race tonight was absolutely crazy. Mayor, you are Mr. Consistency out here. I don't even know what else to say. An incredible run. You had an incredible start, even at the start of the race. Take us through your race, how you felt about it. But man, just so consistent out there. Great job. That's all I can say so far.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I just really like the track. I feel like I'm smooth and fast, so I just, you know, hit my marks, kept it in between the white lines for 35 to 36 laps, and was fast enough in those laps to overcome a big mistake. And, you know, I just did what I had to do and executed really well. I was glad I got a sub 11 on pole and just kept it clean. Great start, which I really worked on this week. You know, I'm just really happy to go P1 and excited for Brazil next week.
Yeah, we've seen you get so many wins this season. I got a look here. This is going to be your 7th win of the season. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Lucky number 7, Brazil. What do you think your shots are for 8 wins?
We'll see. You know, I don't want to make any predictions. It should be fun. I know Jacob's quick there too, so I think it's going to be a really good way to end the season. A balanced track that, you know, it's going to be fast. It'll be slick. It'll be narrow. A couple passing zones, and it should be a fun time.
The points between you and your teammate, Jacob. I know Jacob was in the lead heading into tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on how close that is. I know.
Tied.
Oh, you're tied. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. So heading into next week, you guys will be tied. So that's incredible. What are your thoughts doing that? What are you thinking going into next
Nobody I'd
race?
rather be tied with than him. You know, it's really deserving that it just comes down to one race, winner take all, and should be fun. Good reason to tune into the race, and hope everybody comes and watches, which should be a really exciting finale.
All right. Well, congratulations on tonight and the pole, the win, everything. And man, tie going into next week. Let's go. Great job
Thank
tonight.
you. Should be fun. Cheers.
Absolutely. All right. Polish. Man, oh man,
Hello.
what a race for you tonight, right?
Yeah, I really benefited from other people's misfortunes, which I kind of feel bad about, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, take us through. I mean, you had an incredible drive, very consistent tonight. I was so happy to see it. So how was your car feeling? How was your race going into that?
Well, the car was feeling really well. I made a last-second adjustment during the practice session because I was a little bit too loose, so I tightened up the car a bit, and it really made for a very fast, very, you know, consistent drive. It was a real nice change of pace because I'm usually over here getting 3-second penalties up the wazoo. And it was a really nice change of pace to not have to worry about that for a week. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of how the car handled, how the car drove, and just looking forward to possibly a good Brazil race next week to finish off the season.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean, I was saying it during the stream. This is your first season with us, and the consistency you've shown and the improvement that you've shown, I'm excited to have you out here and to get the top 3 tonight. You got to be proud of that. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I am a bit annoyed because this is my third second place finish. I would love a win, but you know what? You can't go wrong with second place finishes.
So this is your third second place. Okay. All right. I knew it was like your highest. We were almost at the win, but man, your third one. Okay.
China,
all right, Polish.
Angola, and then here.
Yeah. All right. Well, huge congratulations to you on the P2. You rocked it out there tonight.
Thank you very much.
Jacob, man, knowing you had a great race tonight, but knowing that you are tied with your teammate going into Brazil, what are your thoughts about tonight and moving into next week?
Well, the mission was to, in my mind, pull off the upset and beat Tim. But as we got going and seeing how the race played out, that just wasn't going to happen. Like, even if I had my very best race, it was going to be behind Tim on speed. So, I mean, shout out to him for how bad he killed it. But, yeah, the running out of gas part was unfortunate for me. Like, I caught a break with Culture disconnecting, so I really didn't actually lose a spot. I should have finished third, and that's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I don't trail Tim, and it really just comes down to getting a good finish next week, I'm happy with that. Even though earlier in the season, the gap was way bigger than what it was now. I knew back then he could get the wins and close it. So the fact that it did happen is not even really disappointing because, like, I'm looking forward to Brazil. I like Brazil. Unfortunately, I know he's good there too. So, like, that works against my odds. But
the pressure is on.
I do feel good about it just because of where it's at, and it's very straightforward. We're tied now, so
yeah, that's wild. It's been so fun watching guys throughout the season. So another great race from you, another podium finish. So you have to be proud with how you have competed throughout the season, and yeah, it's been a pleasure having you in here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It has been fun, and at the beginning of the season, when I have expected to each race at the end be a battle for what it is, so the fact that we're having it is pretty fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you on another podium. Amazing night for you, and I wish you luck at Brazil.
Thank you.
All right, Justin, I explained to everyone how last week you were the winner, and I wanted to give you an interview. You deserve that interview. You won that race. I know it was I know it was last week at Coda. But first we'll go through tonight here. How was your car tonight? How was your race? You were looking pretty solid, I gotta say. A lot of great battles, which were incredibly fun to watch.
I would just probably describe it like you said, just solid, I guess, all around. Was probably going to finish about where I thought that I deserved, and then got a couple of free spots because of shenanigans that happened at the end of the race, so take that and, build upon a few good finishes in a row, I guess.
All right. Yeah. The battles were intense. It happened. We got a little bit separated, but who was it that you drove against that you had the longest battle with tonight?
Probably between either Skyland or probably JC at the end, just because I felt like I was watching the gap to Skyland the whole race, and then like the whole last stint, watching Jarrett on his soft tires kind of slowly run me down. But he had a fuel problem at the end, so it was going to come down to the last couple of corners, but got possibly bailed out there.
Well, you did a great job tonight, but I promised that we would do an interview for last week's win at Coda. A crazy race, a crazy ending, but I know, how do you feel about Coda, first of all?
I think it's fine.
Justin.
I mean,
It is a tough track.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had good luck there, I guess, in the past, but I've never really been like attached to that place. I mean, it's fine, it's fun, but just middle of the road, I guess.
We saw the battle play out before the chaos ensued at the final parts of the race there, but being so close to the leader, how was that battle between you and Jacob out there? Trying to make that move.
Oh, talking last week?
Yeah, last week.
Just trying to, because he had a 3-second penalty last week and I didn't, was basically the difference. He would have easily gotten it if it wasn't that way, so it was trying to stay within that gap, and I think if the race ran out, it wouldn't really have been a question. He was going to get away from me at some point, but just kind of that was how it looked shaping up against him. And then watching that and watching the mirrors, because there were multiple people that would probably have ended up getting around me that were catching me, so I was like right in the sweet spot just between everybody where the ending happened and the result we got.
Absolutely. A win is a win, though, and you did awesome out there. It was fun to watch. That will be a race to remember with all the shenanigans that happened out there. Looking forward, though, Justin, you got the win last week. You're on the board for the season for the wins out here. Looking forward to Brazil. How do you feel about Brazil?
I like Brazil a lot. Fun.
All right.
Fast, but
so the consensus that I'm hearing from everyone is that Brazil is going to be a fun one. So you guys got me excited for it. We got battles going into here. Tie for the lead. So I think you guys need to tune in, watch this all unfold. I appreciate everyone tuning in for tonight. And
Shout out to you, Maddie. I love you.
Maddie has been cheering you on. So it's really fun to watch. And
I know. She says it's the highlight of her Tuesday night.
Aw, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, well, make sure you tune in next week because that is the finale. We're going for the championship here. It will be between Jacob and Mayor. Do we have another battle that can go for the lead here? Nope, that's going to be those two. So, yeah, that's going to be a wild one. I can't wait to see it. But until next week, you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in, supporting the driver, supporting the stream. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week at Brazil for the season finale. You guys take it easy. guy going in there. That's crazy. Okay.